So
7, 8, 9.
I don't want you to compare it because you like the Dark Knight movies, right?
Yeah.
Like these some of your favorite movies. Would you put this one up there with them,
Yeah.
or would you
I like this Batman better.
Okay.
But I like the villains better and
Yeah.
all the.
Hello and welcome to this Crabbed House podcast. Today we're going to be talking about The Vengeance. My name's Bryce. I'm joined by Kieran.
Fuck.
Good, thank you.
And Jason.
I'm doing splendid, actually.
That is good.
Yeah,
Splendid
it's
in the
actually
grass.
called The Batman. You might think it's called The
Oh.
Vengeance because he gets called Vengeance quite a bit.
Can I just say I really liked that?
We've already gone into spoilers, and it's been 8 seconds without giving
It's
a
good.
spoiler
I'm just letting
warning.
you know. I'm just letting you know that I like that.
Okay.
How was that a spoiler? It says in the trailer.
He does.
He does go.
But the fact that I've said that someone else calls him that could be classified as a spoiler. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how much we're going into this without doing a spoiler because it's going to be pretty flippin' hard. See how I just...
That was flipping good.
No, we
Jay.
can do it.
Jay.
Oh, I thought you meant swear.
Jay, what were your thoughts? Non-spoiler. On this?
Wait. Do we normally do the Rotten Tomatoes and who's in it first before we do our non-spoiler review? I can't remember. I forgot how to do this. We haven't done this in a while, I feel.
Do we do
Why
the
is he
Rotten
deflecting? I just asked you a question. No,
Bryce,
go on.
do we do the Rotten Tomatoes first?
I think we do the Rotten Tomato.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I knew you were setting so I was like, why are you being so weird about that? Do we do it? I can't remember.
Yeah, go on.
Okay.
Do that and then do your actors.
Rotten Tomatoes, 85%, IMDb 8.6%, and Google is always ridiculously high, 92%. Directed by Matt Reeves. Do you know who that is?
Isn't Google
Keanu
users?
Reeves.
Yeah, it's just
Anyone
users.
could do it. Yeah,
Yeah,
not critics.
So
Yep.
it's just anyone. Directed by Matt Reeves. You don't know Matt Reeves? I mean, I don't know. I'm not big on directors. That's why I've been trying to write these down.
Did you have his films?
Yeah.
He did a good one.
Yeah, no, you did all the Planet of the Apes. Not all.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're
The-
good.
The Mark Wahlberg ones or the later ones?
The good ones.
The ones from the 60s.
The Rise of
That
the
was
Planet.
it.
The Rise of the Planet of the Apes. ones.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
ones. And there's, I think one's called War of the Planet of the Apes. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
And
good.
then he did Let Me In. I don't know if anyone's seen that. You wouldn't.
Jason, you're in.
No, I'm fucking in alright. I swore. I tried not to. I lasted almost a minute. That's pretty
Heck,
good.
Jay.
And then there's some new TV shows that he's doing. Like, I looked at his thing, and he's doing a bunch of stuff now from like 2020 to 2022, like TV shows and stuff, all short shows I've never heard of. So they're probably amazing though.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's him. I don't know if you knew who he was.
No. Matt
Yeah.
Reeves.
I do now.
Yeah. So you know everything about him.
Keanu Reeves' friend.
I think he was born in the
Mm.
60s. Keanu Reeves' friend. Yeah. Batman was played by Vengeance. Call him whatever you want. Played by Robert Pattinson. Obviously from the Twilights.
And
Tenet.
Harry Potter.
You're a gopher.
Oh my god.
You're
He's
such a
barely in it though.
That was
That's
like his
why-
first thing.
Thank you. That's why everyone knows him. He's Cedric.
Cedric Diggory.
No spoilers. Though.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
But he might still be alive.
Yeah, he's definitely in
He's
more than
barely in it.
one.
Quite.
Yeah. He's barely breathing anymore. You fuck it. He's in that Devil movie, The Devil All the Time, which is on Tom Holland. We talked about it on another podcast, the Spider-Man one. It's a drama thing, and he
Okay.
plays like this.
Is it also in The Rover? Filmed in South Australia
Oh, really?
Mm.
Nice reference.
with
Didn't pick that one
Guy
up.
Pearce.
Oh, really?
Mm.
I've seen Guy Pearce on the TV before.
I don't think The Rover was that good, but it's Australian.
Hey, there you go. You got to back it. And that's all I wrote for him. Like, I'm only doing a couple of movies, all right?
Okay.
Selena Kyle, a.k.a. Catwoman. Zoe Kravitz. And when I read that, I didn't realize this at the time. But I was like, Kravitz? That's weird. I clicked it, and it's Lenny Kravitz's daughter.
Mm.
Did you know that, Bryce?
No, what's a
I know you
Kravitz?
wouldn't have.
What's a Kravitz?
You know who Lenny Kravitz is?
Nah.
Are you gonna go my way, dear Lenny?
Nah, I didn't know.
Oh, you don't. Come on, you've got to get it from that. Are you like an idiot?
Yeah.
Do you not know that? Okay, moving on.
All right, fucking hell, he's an idiot.
We'll just do this.
Yeah. Mad Max. Do you know I've something? So she's in the Mad Maxes. Hey, I say hey because I have.
Is she one of the
Oh,
girls?
she is. One of the
No, she's one of the trees.
No, the Milk Girls.
yeah,
I don't
one
know.
of the milk
this
girls.
Is the problem.
Milk
I have.
girls.
I
The
have,
mother's milk.
I have a confession. I've not watched the Mad Maxes.
You haven't-
Yeah, but
yeah, but Fury
the
Road's
la-
not a Mad Max.
Yeah.
No, okay.
it's a good one.
Anyway,
No,
I haven't
that-
watched the
they're all-
old
they're all
ones.
good.
I've not watched the old ones or the
Kieran.
new ones.
Kieran. You don't have to say they're all good.
I don't know what they are.
Anyways.
So I wrote it down because it's a big movie.
You hate Mel Gibson. Anyways, go on.
She's in X-Men First Class. Playing the remember First Class? She's
No.
got like the wings and she like flies. She might spit fire. Is that her?
What a wild ride.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
think-
I mean that movie. I like that movie though, but
Oh,
she
she's
was
on
one of the
Magneto
bad
side?
ones. Yeah,
Yeah,
she was
yeah.
one of the bad side. You didn't see her as much. And this was interesting just because it's interesting. In Lego Batman, she's Catwoman in that.
Oh.
So she voices that, and then in Into the Spider-Verse, Spider-Verse, either, whatever. She's Mary Jane. Apparently,
Huh. Okay.
unless IMDb's lying to me, which I don't think it is.
And I'm
But it might
seeing
be.
here she's also in Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah, I didn't write that down
And where to find them?
because I also haven't seen that. So they're all. Or are you just gonna put out every Harry Potter thing? I'm gonna get it wrong. Like,
No, because before this movie I'd seen her in something.
I feel like I did too. Maybe it was First Class, but I just didn't connect it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's all I wrote for her. Jim Gordon, Jeffrey Wright,
Bernard.
Westworld Bernard. Weirdly enough, that's more of a
Bernard.
later thing. I got something to say about Westworld and
And
Bernard.
Marvel.
Yeah, so he's in What If as the Watcher.
He's doing
That's
well.
right.
The Watcher on the Wall. Is that what he says? No, that's
No.
a Game of Thrones reference.
Oh, Jay.
that was not good. He's in Hunger Games. I put movies down I haven't seen as
yes.
well. That was a question,
Yeah.
not a statement.
I haven't seen all of them.
Is he on the cat? He might be in Katniss's little team. Is
Really?
he?
I thought they were all young.
No, but the people, the previous leaders and stuff, the promoters that send her in.
Oh, okay, like at the beginning thing.
Think so.
Okay, well I never watched them because
Or he's in the
I
government.
think they're kind of garbage.
Garbo.
Watches wrestling. Next.
Did you just say Wesley? Because that's what I call it too. Speaking of wrestling, no, I won't do it.
That's Destiny, Kieran.
Oswald Cobblepot.
God.
I always call him Copperpot because of the dip. But anyway, Oswald Cobblepot, played by Colin Farrell. Although it might not look like him.
Ah,
Yeah.
is that Mr. Deeds?
Is that Mr. Deeds?
Are we talking about? No, I'm not talking about. I'm thinking about Falcone. Anyways, go on. Continue.
That was Mr. Deeds though.
Yeah.
You can tell with that smile, just because when he's the waiter in Mr. Deeds. Anyway, he's Colin Farrell's in Phone Booth. That's actually an okay movie. Better than what you think. Have you seen it? No. He's in a phone booth.
Ah,
Yeah.
who does he play?
He plays the phone booth.
No, in Batman.
Oswald Cobblepot, the Penguin.
Okay, there we go.
Oz. They give him nicknames to everything. Like Oz. I've never seen him called Oz as
Mm.
Oswald Cobblepot before. But yeah, it's a weird one. He's obviously in Total Recall. That's not obvious. He's in Total Recall, the remake, and the Horrible Bosses movie. He's he's like arsehole. He's kind of like normal Colin Farrell, Horrible Bosses Colin Farrell, and then the Penguin. He's like in between. He's like an olding fucking drugged up dude. You've seen Horrible Bosses?
Yeah, like
He's one of the bosses.
10 years ago. I remember Jennifer Aniston, and that's it.
You would, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You fucking pig. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, that's the only people I wrote. I didn't write the other characters. I feel like if I wrote who the Riddler was, I thought that might be a spoiler.
We can do that. We'll save that for later.
All right, what did I write about this? My review's gonna be weird. So I liked parts of this movie. Lots of them were really good. If you like Batman, you're gonna like this movie. I'm pretty sure. Like if you liked, no, wait, that's a lie. If you liked the recent Batmans,
I thought you were going to say
Okay.
The Vengeance. I would've
Christian
laughed.
Bale Batmans, I reckon.
If you like a darker
them,
Batman rather than
I think you're gonna like this movie. I think you should see this movie if you like Batman at all.
I don't even
have
think you
to.
need to like Batman to see this movie.
Well, okay, but some people might like Batman and go, oh, I don't know, I'm a bit iffy on it. It's just gritty, and I don't have anything else to say other than things because they're all spoilers. So
All right.
all I would say is go see it. Okay, Bryce, just a quick non-spoiler, and then we'll go straight into spoilers.
What about me?
Oh well,
no,
I thought we were
me-
going around like this.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
like a
Tim
clock.
then
And I also-
spoiling
I don't wanna-
because I
mean,
can't hold back.
Yeah, you can't hold back. I
so
don't trust you.
I liked it. It's gritty, as you say, and it's a bit more mature in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Like not from the Dark Knight series. Like that was more mature, but I think they step it up a little bit in this. And then like the cinematography, the camera angles and stuff, and
Kieran
they
would
were
love
pretty
that.
cool. Kieran
did.
He'd loved it.
I know you did.
To me, it was like less of the Marvel thing where you're looking for Easter eggs in the background and all this stuff going on. And then you focused on what's going on. Like, the background's usually blurred. And there's a lot of times, like, I don't want to give away any spoilers, but they're always focused on the character in the shot. And it's not about the spectacle that's going on around it. And I also like the way they trim stuff. Like, just a stupid thing, like someone walking to a door. They cut it straight to the door. Different stuff. He was going back to a club at one point. They cut it straight to the club. He was going to have dinner with Alfred. They don't even show the dinner because it's boring. They're getting straight to the point.
They just imply.
Yeah, and I love how much Batman is in this because in the other films, I don't know if I care too much about the Bruce Wayne parts.
Most Batman movies, they say, "Oh, we want to see more Batman," and if you're someone that says that, go watch this movie because there's more Batman in it than Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Because normally it's either 50-50 or like Bruce Wayne's in it more.
Yeah.
Right?
But it's like the Arkham Asylum games. Like you go next to someone, like when he's talking on the radio and stuff, they're talking about what's going on, getting the clues, and he goes back out, does stuff, still in the suit. Like it's barely Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. Which is good. But yeah.
All right, full spoilers?
Full spoilers.
Full spoilers. So stop now if you don't want spoilers.
I don't know why you would start watching it with that.
Yeah.
Not. But look, maybe there's people out there that
Can we just say that it's not called Batman? It's called Vengeance, and I really like that they did that.
It's called The Batman. Anyway.
The Batman. I just like that at no point does he get referred to as Batman.
Except for when Riddler says it. No, I think Gordon says it.
Does he?
I'm pretty sure
when they first walk into that first murder scene, I was like, who the fuck's going to call him the Batman? Like, that just does not fit, like, the scene at all for anyone to go,
don't like him
hey, the Batman, get out of here, or Batman, get out of here. It's like,
Where do you want to start with talking about this?
I just want to say the start. Did you think that I was ready for another introduction of how his parents died? I was like, here we go. That's Batman in his little ninja suit. And we're going to see the parents die.
Did anyone else go, oh, that looks like some shit acting when he's stabbing him and stuff? And then I was like, oh, it's a child. I didn't even realize.
Yeah, I could see it was a child, but when he stabbed, like, wait, is that guy going to get back up?
Oh,
did he stab him?
That bit.
That's creepy. The lurking, the breathing.
The breathing
going on.
was like, can you stop?
Yeah, it was gross, but I've not been a fan of it wasn't necessarily shaky cam, but it was just, I'd never really been a fan of that movement, the way that was doing it. They did it at the beginning of Spider-Man, which is a movie I really like, but that bit I just can't get with that. I don't
to me, it was about the creepy tone of him watching him for so long, and then even when he gets into the house, he watches that guy for so long.
A little bit too long though. Could have sped that up a bit, but it's alright.
But they cut. No, they trim in other parts though. Yeah, for that reason, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's even a time later on where he's grabbing a letter out of a cage. When the Riddler's writing him letters.
Ages, I feel.
Yeah, that did take.
I'm like,
he goes slowly, gets it, slowly rips it with his big chunky gloves.
Yeah, man, that bit went for fucking ages. No, because I'm thinking, I'm just gonna go straight into this, but you're saying they trimmed a lot and you like that. I feel like they didn't trim enough.
No, towards the end, I thought that. I'll get to that later.
Okay.
There was a whole third act of I could have just been chucked away.
Okay, that's good then. Because I do definitely agree with that.
Doesn't always have to be a spectacle. It can just be a contained little story. He's a detective going after a murderer.
I love the detective thing. Because I think, like, I watch detective shit all the time. Like, that stuff's cool.
Yeah.
But the only problem I have with the detective bit is maybe I watched the wrong detective shows where, like, you don't know who the killer is. I mean, they didn't know, right? But we kind of all did. It was
but it was more about who he's going to kill next. And that's what they were working out in the riddles. It wasn't who he was.
But if you find out who he was, and you can get him. But, like, it just, I like the ones where it's like, what? It was the guy that was there the whole time, right in front of your face, and it kind of supposed to play you, but you were never getting played like that. I don't know. That's like a generic detective show. Like, you watch any show like that. Like, they are.
One point later on, there's a bunch of suspects when he's walking into a church. And they're all acting weird.
Yeah, and I thought that was going to be... But we knew I don't know if we know the actor. That's why I didn't want to mention it, just in case someone is watching it trying to work out who this killer is.
But he's not in it until you see his face.
Yeah, he's not in it until the end.
Yeah.
I thought it was a weird direction. So.
I think, we'll get to it after.
Okay.
But did you like Robert Pattinson? as Batman.
Yes,
Hmm.
a younger
Yeah.
Batman.
Well, I mean, because he's supposed to be only 2 years into it, right? 2 years into being Batman.
Is he?
So
Did I gather that
he had the
wrong?
year 1 file. Yeah, it was his second year. He had
It
the
was
file.
because I think Alfred says it,
Okay.
and it's only like his second. He hasn't been doing it that long, so it's supposed to be a younger, recent Batman, which makes sense.
And how good is the opening where he's doing the voiceover, and
That was
they
sick.
think he's in the darkness at any point,
yeah.
and then it's only that last group that he shows up, and he's just slowly walking down like a cowboy.
Weirdly enough, that last group was the only one that did something as well.
What do you mean?
All the other ones got scared and ran
No,
away.
they were spray painting.
No,
the
the
other
bank
person's
got
still
robbed.
robbed.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
I thought
And
they.
the other,
okay,
the other
yeah,
person
true.
stole. They just
I-
ran
I-
the other way.
Well, I'll let you do your thing, but do you think that he's the best? It's hard off one movie, right? To say he's the best Batman.
But I don't think the Christian Bale Batman was that good. I think that was more built up by the villains he was versing.
But I always think that about Batman. I
But
think the
at
villains are
this
the best
point,
part
I
about
actually
Batman.
liked the Batman in this, and I thought it was cool. He's in costume, doing his thing, and he's weird.
Oh,
like
he's strange.
He says it and messes with his head because he stays up, like he's become nocturnal,
Yeah.
and then he doesn't even know it's real anymore. So he has to rewatch what he recorded in his eyes
Yeah.
the following day
And he
and
looks
write
like
down
he hasn't
notes.
had sleep.
Yeah,
It's because he put so much black around his eyes.
Yeah, you reckon
But-
that's
A lot
it?
of
Or the
makeup.
thing that he keeps putting in his eyes and then rewatches it the next day.
but how frail does he
Yeah.
look out of the suit though?
Yeah.
Then he gets back into it. He looks like the little
He's
emo
like,
boy.
Ugh.
Yeah, those-
Staunch as.
Yeah, I wonder how he can be so strong with all that. But yeah, I don't know.
he's got a lot of padding, armor, everything going on. I like the suit. I thought it looked cool.
I did think he used less gadgets. After saying he was wearing the eye thing, there's a lot of normal like batarangs and stuff like this that he normally uses. I feel like he went and just fucking fist blazing
Just
a lot.
started punching a lot of people. And he had all those like projectile looking things around his wrist.
Yeah, I
which
thought
he
that was a
never
wait
used.
for a punch.
Oh, could be.
That was my understanding.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
There was another point where he's holding. He goes, "Should he be in here?" He's like, "He's wearing gloves. He's been beating up everyone in town,
Yeah.
and that's got all the blood of everyone
So
who's
much
been."
DNA.
Yeah, because we never understood, like, they never shown us how Batman and, unless they mentioned it, I missed it, why they're friends.
Well, it's common understanding what would have happened. You
Yeah.
don't want that builder.
Yeah,
It's
I
been
totally agree. We don't
yeah.
need to see that. We don't need to see his parents die. We don't need to see all those, like,
But who
Origin
who
stuff.
lights up that bat light? Who turns it on? Does he turn it on from a distance and they both ride the elevator up?
I thought Jim just one of
Yeah.
them would turn it on to get the other one to go there.
Oh, because
Because one time
like
when he
I've-
goes there, he says, he's like, I thought you did it.
so he sits there waiting. Because the other time the light's on, he's bedding up people in the darkness. Then he finally turns up to that.
Unless it's like a plant, like, all right, we're going to put the light on, but if you need me again, because, like, how else do you call someone?
But also, wouldn't people find where that light is?
I was
Yeah, I
so
know.
sad.
you
Like,
could see in the fog and everything. You
Yeah.
could see where it's coming from in that.
like, I wonder where
construction
Batman
building.
is. The light
They're
goes
not-
on. We
yeah.
must be fucking there.
There's
so-
no one working on that
bomb
building
that.
either.
I mean, I don't know. You said building.
It was in a building, right?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's fine. I was going to talk about the building, so I just
But-
you said building.
But
Um,
I did like the brutality of that Batman, and there's a lot of times he's versing so many people at once. And I was even wondering, like, why does no one grab his cape? Then there is a time they're
Yeah.
pulling it off to the edge, but he's brutal.
but why not shoot him in the face?
Yeah, that's a common thing. That's every month.
Yeah, I mean it's
It
every
goes for
movie.
Marvel,
was-
goes for this.
I was thinking of the same thing. But have you shot a gun before?
twice.
Good job.
In
No,
Call of
They're
Duty.
not as accurate as you want them to
Yeah, I
be.
know, but still they seem to. No, the problem is it's not why don't they shoot him in the face or whatever. Like they it could accidentally go there. He seems to be walking at people like a Nicolas Cage from Con Air style. I don't know why I'm doing that. But then they shoot him, but they just never go. Like
They
it
just
could
shoot
accidentally
Cinemax,
happen.
yeah.
Like he should be more worried that happens.
Mhm.
Like his jaw could be exploded
His
off.
chiseled jaw or just the
His
flesh.
jaw looks
Ding.
fucking already messed up. Maybe it has been hit or something. Because when he was not in the bat suit, his jaw looked weird. Like it was like.
That's
fucking-
what he looks like. The
I
jaw
think
looks
he's
fine.
beautiful. I think he's a handsome man. I don't think anything's wrong with him. I don't know. I didn't say any note. Yeah.
What about Selena Kyle?
What about her?
You like?
Yeah. But I've never been a Catwoman fan. Like just I don't know. It's hard to say. Because I feel like she was interesting.
Yeah.
And I think that's all you kind of need.
I thought she always looked like good in what she was doing, even when that she talks to her apartment when Batman's watching.
Yeah.
She changes, goes there, gets into a suit, and then jumps down. That looks cool.
Yeah,
And
the
straight
little
onto the
flips
motorbike.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was cool. She had like the nails and everything, which I don't know why.
I did not
know
like
I
the
was-
nails. Hey man, it was
Oh,
yuck.
like,
Nah.
they're your nail. What are you talking about?
What?
And even when she's fighting Batman, she's getting brutal blows in, but he's fully covered in armor where she's just wearing.
Oh yeah, how he just dominated.
Sneaky
it.
outfit.
That was
Yeah.
that was one thing that I liked. Is like in a lot of other ones they'd go, she beats him up sort of thing, whereas he was just taking it and then it was just
They
poof.
just absorb it. Yeah.
yeah.
But she obviously, I mean, she's got a suit, but I mean, not very. Suit doesn't
It's
look
like
very good.
leather.
She's also wearing a shit mask. Kind of was like a balaclava or something.
Yeah. Well, she's not even Catwoman at this point. She's
yeah,
just a thief.
She's
Yeah.
doing her thing.
Yeah.
That's what she'd do.
Yeah, she's one of those ones that annoy me though. Like, there's always that character that does it where, near the end of the movie, it's like you want the right things to happen, but she's doing something wrong. Like you're the good person and you're doing the wrong thing because of like rage and all that.
But
Like
she's
it's
a
like
good person.
yeah, but it's like oh, what are you doing? You know, there's always
Yeah.
that person, and she was that person. But I don't
Yeah.
know.
She was the asshole.
Is she the best Catwoman? I'm gonna do this with
I
everyone,
haven't
feel
seen.
now.
I haven't even seen Halle Berry's Catwoman.
I didn't mind Anne Hathaway's.
Yeah, I didn't
It's
mind
fine.
it either.
She grabs guns and stuff and shoots.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. They're both good.
Yeah, I always feel like they're always, not even because I like Batman, like the villains of Batman, and she's not really any of them.
I don't like Anne Hathaway because
Okay.
she killed Bane.
Okay.
There we go.
The actress.
Yeah, the actress
The
killed
actress.
Bane. The
Like,
So
dude.
Yeah.
now she's tainted
Yeah.
like Joffrey.
Yeah. Like Joe. Okay. Fucking hell, you're a dickhead.
And then moving on, Gordon.
Yeah.
Goog.
I mean, I like that actor.
Yeah.
So, this is what I was gonna say before. So there's lots of Westworld. I was waiting for like someone that was in Westworld, like directed or did something in Westworld, to be a part of this.
Mm.
Because the amount of fucking do like shit like that in the background and stuff like that, because they had that same tune. Because everyone seemed to have that like theme.
Yeah.
Like Batman had this weird theme, and then I think
He had Nirvana.
well,
I
only
loved
one.
that came back up though.
Did
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Okay, but they did a lot of like when I think when they were doing more of the detective stuff, they did a lot of piano and stuff, and then he's on the screen, and all I could think about was fucking Westworld because they do that in that.
They play piano.
With the
Well, I mean, but it was the same sort
It's
of
the
style.
first movie
It's not
that
like
have
do
a
do 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 do. It's not like that, you fuck. It's like do do do. You know,
I
like
thought Delta Goodrum was in there.
oh for fuck.
you know with the
no one will know who Delta Goodrum is.
I know.
you know with the choir singing thing that they did, like that song that they keep bringing up.
Yeah.
So in one of the Hitman games, that's like the main theme. So that's all I could think about when that was
Oh,
coming
and
up.
that-
And I was
yeah.
like, I mean,
The one that Riddler's singing to.
yeah, I believe. It.
Yeah.
But
that
there's
one.
also that. I mean, that's the weird things. The things are just going to take you out of a movie if they fucking
Well, also
remind you of shit.
the Nirvana song that's in Jarhead, and then also one of the actors in Jarhead is
Is that
Is-
covering Jarhead though?
no, that's the same one.
That cover.
What? That's a cover?
That's not Nirvana singing. That's a cover, isn't it?
I'm assuming
I mean,
it's
it's
a
the
cover
same-
because it's fucking unless it's just they didn't
Sure, it was a
redo
cover.
It.
Yeah.
It's the same song.
Maybe
Yeah,
yeah, it's their song, but it's,
Um,
it's obviously a bit heavier and
And then
drawn out.
yeah, the actor, the guy that drove the car into the church, he's in Jarhead also.
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I was like, oh,
I've seen him off something else. But
yeah.
we'll never know.
I'd like there's a lot of things I liked with Jim Gordon, but I'm a big fan of Jim Gordon. I don't know why I said that,
the character.
but like the character is like cool. I always feel because
Mm.
he's like
Better than
because he's not
Batman.
commissioner yet, right? So he's in his earlier stage.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does he
Yeah.
become commissioner in this? He doesn't.
No.
Because the other guy was. I don't
Was
know.
the other guy corrupt? The one in his role?
I'm assuming so.
Yeah.
It seemed like everyone was.
Yeah, they're all pieces of shit.
How
Yeah.
amazing that when they get Batman and he's in what is it? The department. And when he's running away and every single cop in that department is
Yeah.
chasing him through
like
the
that's
hall.
what I
floors above.
That's
looks
what I was gonna
sick.
say. That
Yeah.
bit was cool just because of that bit where.
And they're all yelling. They want to beat because they think he just hit
Yeah.
a cop.
But also,
No, he
like,
did. He
Yeah,
did.
but
it.
He
The
pulled it.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
you could no. Well, that was. I thought that was cool when they were having that conversation. Like, you're not going to get out of here. You got to fucking hit me and all this. But also the other cops may not be corrupt. Like the head of them, because if someone's as a cop, you get told that Batman just hit another cop, you're going to be like, well, I've got to stop that guy. So it doesn't mean you're corrupt just because you're after him. It just means that you're fucking a good boy.
It is true.
Dedicated to the job.
Why would they not have taken his mask off earlier, though? They wouldn't have even been able to help themselves. They transported him from the church to prison. They didn't even take him to a bloody hospital. And, yeah.
Is there a movie where they go to pull the mask off and it zaps?
Zaps, yeah.
What's that off?
That's in one of the Dark Knights, isn't it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was ready for that to happen.
Yeah.
But his head just explodes.
He
We'll
doesn't
never know.
He just doesn't have the same tech, I guess, as those ones yet. So maybe it wouldn't. But because obviously Jim doesn't even know who he is yet.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So no one does it. But I guess. But yeah.
I didn't feel the bond with Alfred.
Let's talk about Alfred. That was someone I was a bit. Yeah, you say that you didn't feel the bond, but like there's that thing where it's like I don't want to see the bond. I just want to feel it.
Yeah.
I just want, but I know what you mean.
It was like a hassling dad.
Yeah, but it's the same.
It was like, Dad's in my room again. He's touching stuff.
But like, because Jim and Batman
Dad's
have
doing
this.
my homework for me.
Yeah, he was.
Jeez. No, because Jim and Batman had that connection.
Opening
you could
my mouth.
feel it. What?
He's opening my mouth.
And it says not to open, only for Batman's eyes.
Oh yeah, he opened it. Like
Yeah.
what a
Cheeky boy.
But also,
I felt for that old lady, Mavis.
It's already happened.
already.
Sorry, Jay.
I thought.
Continue.
No,
Wait,
no.
I thought she had done it. It's like you
She
little
did
psycho.
sound evil, right?
Yeah.
She
And she had a little
turned.
pinky in her mouth.
Fuck you, Bruce.
I'm the Riddler.
I totally agree. I think Alfred's in like what the fuck? Alfred's in 2 scenes,
Yeah.
maybe, and then I was like, where the fuck? Like he's barely in this. He's supposed to be helping him out.
You
way
thought he was
more.
the Riddler.
And then I thought he was the Riddler. Fucking dickhead. And then he, I think that was just I was waiting for him to come back on the screen. He comes back, and then like the next one, it blows up. I think he's not in this movie very much,
Yeah.
and maybe that's why you don't feel the connection.
When he was, I could see it in Bruce's face when he's speeding to save Alfred, and
That's
that building's
probably
already.
it,
You see it from that perspective, but I don't know. You didn't learn too much about Alfred.
Yeah.
No. Is that actor South African?
No.
No.
English.
He's English.
Gollum.
Oh, that's right.
Mm.
You're thinking he's South African because of fucking
Because
Marvel.
Yeah.
Marvel, yeah.
And actually, because of Matt Reeves, he plays most of the monkeys in
Oh yeah, I did look at that.
because he does the motion capture.
Oh, okay.
He
Don't laugh. He's not the monkeys. He's the motion capture. The monkeys aren't real.
My
That's
bad.
you.
Sorry.
I mean,
He is English.
We're going into the villains.
No, because you gotta. Do you reckon they put in the effort to actually make the riddle like the
Solvable.
solvable?
Probably.
every time, because I like to think myself a bit of a riddle solver. Didn't get one. Didn't know any of them. Don't know what the fuck is going on.
One of the answers was he read it, then he read the riddle, then it was the answer was on the face of the dude. He lies still.
Ah.
That
I
one's
still didn't
clever.
get that. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, no, it makes sense. It's one of those ones that, yeah, just, I wish I got one. Make it like a bit easy.
Yeah, you just ask him to pause it next time so you can.
Yeah,
think.
I would have, if I was watching at home, I would have fucking paused it and worked it out. Or looked it up and told everyone I worked it out.
Should we go into Cobblepot before the Riddler?
Yeah.
Sure.
I liked him.
Yeah, I'm indifferent.
Especially the car.
Penguin. Oh, that car scene was
He's going,
wicked. Hey.
and it's calling him crazy. He's like,
Yeah.
crazy.
I just like I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I think
That scene was the scene that made me go, "Holy shit! The filming in this is wicked."
yeah, there was a lot of crazy shots in there.
And that's one of the ones I was saying where it doesn't show the spectacle. It's showing the car just on the face driving through all that.
Yeah.
And barely shows you what's going on in that. It's so raw and crazy. Even the sound of the Batmobile when it first shows up. Does that
I love
spark
that.
out? Why does it rev the first time and just go
Well, when he
Yeah,
does
what
it,
was
I
that?
think that's just him
a
doing
warning? I thought he
Yeah.
stalled
that.
it.
Yes, that's what Steph said. She's
Actually,
like, he stalled it. I'm like, oh.
I think
That'd be
you
funny.
said something when that happened.
No, I laughed. I thought it was a
Oh.
joke. Like he fucked it.
Interesting.
Whoa.
No, I think it's cool that they did a whole thing where he was a villain and they kept him alive. That just doesn't happen in those sorts of movies sometimes.
Because
Like,
it's setting him up.
yeah, like setting him up for something more
Yeah.
as well.
And I like how fleshed out that world was, where all the villains are up there and running and everything's going on. Not many being created in that. And except for the one dumb scene I wish it didn't have, but it's not like actually there's two. Where it's set up for the sequel. It's like, just have a movie. It doesn't need to set up the next one.
Yeah, do that.
Sort
in the
that out
after credits
later.
Scene, you know?
What were they?
When they're in the asylum and the guy that looks like the Joker.
Ah, yep.
And then something with Selena Kyle. Oh no, she goes off into another town. I'm assuming it's going to link to something.
Okay. We can do this is just a thought. They'll do like a spin-off Catwoman. Is that planned already?
Don't know. I hope not.
I feel like they would do that.
Do the Batman stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a good way to set it up, sort of thing.
Mm.
Yeah, do it like that. But yeah, I was a big fan of Gotham. I like that Penguin maybe more than this one, but I've also had there's more screen time, you know. So it's hard to say. He almost seems like a main character on that.
This one's more like the Penguin from Arkham Asylum games and the comics and stuff. Except he didn't smoke.
Is that like a big thing?
Just has a cigar and a little
yeah,
eye
I guess,
thing.
yeah.
He goes,
And maybe, I don't know.
Doesn't do that.
I mean, they did the deliberate thing of tying his feet together and then his hands together so he could waddle like that, right? I was like, fuck's sake.
I didn't even notice that.
He was waddling around.
Yeah.
Because no one calls him oh no, they do know about Penguin. Sorry. That was the reason why they grabbed him.
Hey, Vengeance.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was cool working out with the different birds. The bat.
The Falcon.
Yeah.
Ratala, ratala.
Yeah.
Is that
Spanish
canon
sucks.
that he's the dad and shit?
No. I hate the coincidence stuff. All of that shit.
I was like, what? That's
Like,
weird.
They didn't even need that in there. Unless they need a reason for her to try and kill him.
They did. Just like your mother.
Yeah.
Just because if we're talking about the reason to kill him, what's that lounge? They're called the Ice Lounge.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was like different in every fucking movie. This one was like one of those ones where it's like I couldn't tell you what it fucking looked like.
Prison.
To me, it was like
all over the place.
I think like it was a prison turned into a club. So they were dancing at the bottom, and then there were the floors, and then
because it looked like that in a way.
But as I said, they're not like, oh, we built all this. They're focusing on the action.
Yeah, yeah.
So you
but
feel
I do
like
want to see what the lounge looks like. Though.
Yeah.
I want to see what the big deal is. Everyone's going there.
Yeah,
Might
like
hit it up
criminals.
myself.
I think it's the drugs.
Oh yeah, probably
The drops.
the drop. Yeah.
Going on to
So-
Riddler.
Yeah, going to riddles.
Have you guys ever learned about the Zodiac Killer?
No, I think I watched half of the movie. With
So
Robert Downey
much
Jr.
of what he does is so similar to the Zodiac Killer. Like the ciphers, leaving it at the crime scenes. He used to paint the little symbols. And he dressed up in a costume to take, like, after a few kills to get people. And that's what it reminded me of. It's like an extreme version of the Zodiac Killer. Except for the whole following at the end, the cult following. I don't know if I think they dressed up like that.
Do you think he was very careful? Like you could tell that he wasn't, because you see a lot of Batman villains. Like the Joker's not the strongest guy or anything. He's just a smart guy. You know, there's a lot of ones that are like he's one of those ones where he's just smart and quite weak, and the way he captures people is he gets them off guard or whatever.
Guns. Yeah.
Yeah, even like that first kill was one of the most awkward kills. It was like, that sucks.
He
He's
says
just
later
gotten
on
very
that,
lucky.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
it
he
was-
says later on he's frail.
Yeah, but he just wasn't, just the way he does it, even of just, I don't know if he was building up confidence. Did he say he was building up confidence to kill the first guy? I've just made that up.
I reckon he waits for that moment.
Yeah, he was
like in the car when he sits
They
in
do
there.
that suspenseful as fuck thing where I think, oh, they're going to do that thing where he turns around and he's not there. But they just never turned around. He just fucking starts whacking him. I thought it was, and that
It
was
was so
brutal.
raw, yeah.
That was fucking brutal.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the movie.
When that happened, I went and I grabbed my ticket and I shined my phone on it and I was like, okay, it's just rated M, not MA.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah.
Did you hear the F-bomb? Bang!
Yeah.
Which one?
There was an F-bomb. Just
Who?
one. It was the commissioner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he says
The
he
one-
says something fucking something.
Oh, I didn't even pick up on
Yeah,
that.
and
Yeah.
then when I heard that, I was thinking about the rating thing. I never
You're
got
allowed
to look
one.
at the ticket. Yeah, well,
And
I was
then
thinking
there's
of
one-
Breaking Bad and stuff, right? They throw one in there every now and then.
And in one of the X-Men when they're going to hire Wolverine,
Oh, yeah, he says
fuck off.
Yeah. So, I
And then
mean,
there's a shit later too.
Oh, they shouldn't say shit.
That's
can't say shit.
disgusting.
Gross.
Fucking gross.
But anyway, Riddler.
Mm-hmm.
Do we like the acting?
Yeah.
He's so
Yeah.
awkward.
He's
It reminds me
awkward
of the
as fuck.
Joker movie, how awkward the Joker is at the start of all that. Like, just really uncomfortable. The way they filmed most of the movie made it uncomfortable too.
Yeah.
What about the costume of the Riddler?
I didn't mind it.
You didn't want him to wear like
Have a
tidy
bowler hat?
whitey with some like question marks on him and shit?
No, that
Yeah,
would've
because
been
that's
good.
canon. It's for one movie.
I'm just saying, like, I'm just comparing it
He's
to
normally in
another
a
one.
green suit with a little hat.
Yeah, but I mean, just, some
And a
people.
cane.
Just this was definitely different. I don't think I've
No,
ever
look,
seen anything
It was
like
very
that.
Zodiac killer.
Like
Over what?
duct tape over his face and shit like
Loved
just
his duct
like-
tape. He had like a
and
special
just-
cutting thing for the duct tape, didn't he?
Mm.
He had like on the roll of duct tape. He had this little thing that cut the duct tape.
Oh,
Oh, did
yeah.
Yeah, it looked like
I
it.
feel
I
like
like
he-
the whole duct tape thing.
Yeah, I feel like he grabbed too much off at once. Pull too much
He's
off.
gonna
and
make
you
sure he
break
gets the
it.
hair.
It re-sticks together. It's just
It's a mess.
yeah.
It's
let
a
me
mess,
tell
Riddler.
you. Let me tell you. But it happens in all the movies, in every movie like that. But there's got to be a lot of coincident things that happen to make him do well, right?
Yeah.
Like certain people, like getting in the back of someone's car. What if he fucking sees him before he gets in his car? I know that's picky as fuck, but there's lots of little things like that
What
have
if-
to go right, especially for someone that's as weak and
And what about if Catwoman actually went with him to his car?
yeah, true, because she was going to.
Yeah.
Well, she
Well,
wasn't
she
going
wasn't.
to.
He might
Sorry,
have just laid
He
in the back
wanted
the whole
her to.
time.
Yeah.
And wait till she was out.
and just jerked off in the back while they were making out.
What?
At the start, he gets on top of
Oh,
that
shit.
guy, and he's like,
Yeah, that
Right.
was a
Yeah, I didn't
weird
think there was
thing,
a
hey?
but he
weird
was
rape scene going
grabbing
on.
the hammer thing, wasn't he, or something?
Yeah.
He was grabbing the tape.
Yeah,
What?
And yeah,
I like the whole problem, the crime solving, even the thumb drive thing.
Batman's such an asshole. He's like, use this,
Yeah,
and it's like,
gross.
you've got the gloves on. Why don't you do it?
Yeah.
And then Gordon has to
Oh.
grab it with his bloody normal
Yeah.
hands. No, not
normal.
not gloved hands.
Yeah.
And he didn't have to do any like driving the car to get the Riddler trophies.
yeah, that's it.
Cut that
The
out.
Riddler trophies. Fucking imagine if they were in it. Wait, they could just use it. Anyway,
All right. Was there too much Batman? Did they,
what's
Did they need to trim off the end?
what don't you like about the end? I want to hear this.
I always hate how they have to do something. It reminds me of Batman Begins, where they have to light the gas in the city and it all blows up. It's got on fire. What the bomb part and all of that.
You
Just,
mean
just be a
why
murder.
why does it have to? Why does the whole city need to be in danger?
yeah.
Like, I mean, you look at the problem is Avengers and stuff. Like a lot of Marvel ones do that now because it's you can't play small ball anymore, right?
Yeah.
So you can't have just this person's in danger. It's like but I mean half the planet got wiped out. So
Yeah.
we need like a big thing to be happening.
But I felt like this didn't it? It's like the first one.
Yeah.
And weren't they already going to go to that stadium to announce the new mayor?
Yeah, the mayor was already there.
Is that
lot of
stadium?
people.
Fuck. Am I stupid? Is that stadium like a thing that happens in? Is that in Gotham always?
Don't know.
Because I kept calling it. I was like Madison. I kept thinking Madison Square Garden. It was like their equivalent of that.
No, it probably is always in
And
there. I
then
just don't know.
I mean, maybe I just never see it, or.
Yeah.
But it mustn't be. What happens? Where does Bane do that
Bird.
speech? Is that the same thing?
Isn't he outside of the
Yeah,
stock
it looks
market?
like no. It's in the. Oh, I'm mixing movies up.
Or is it the
Forget me.
bank?
I'm mixing
Yeah.
movies up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking of fucking X-Men.
But yeah, he gets.
What the?
So what? The Riddler radicalizes people, and they go to shoot that thing.
Yeah,
They could have been there anyway. I don't know why they needed the bomb. Does that flood all the people into the same area so they
Well,
could
flooded-
shoot down?
It did put more people in there.
but
Yeah.
also
It definitely did that. But also,
So they're just planning on shooting the
if
new
you're
mayor.
planning on shooting her, why do you want more people there? Maybe to witness it?
They're all just
Because that's all it
They're
is?
shooting everyone though.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Like I did love when Batman swooped into there and he's wrecking all them people.
Oh man, I got
But-
got my heart up a little bit though
What?
when he's like passing out and then he gets his little adrenaline thing and he goes
Yeah, yeah.
and he just
Is that
goes
like-
down.
PUBG in the zone.
Is that
Yeah.
like the Bane serum or something?
Or not?
I don't know.
I
that'd be
thought you
something.
could do something where it just gives you a bunch of energy out of
But
nowhere.
it was just so weirdly green. I
Yeah.
was just like, that's what
Yeah.
it looks like. So I don't know. Maybe
But-
it isn't.
One thing that annoyed me about that is that guy's head would be mush, and then they take the mask off and he's like, "I'm fine."
Mm.
I don't think he was fine. Alright.
Look, there should be blood everywhere. His eye should be hanging out of its socket. That's what I wanted.
What do you think of the
boys or anything?
the Riddler's motivation to all of it? To me, I didn't care.
Dumb.
There was so many
Dumb, but not
coincidences in the whole thing as well.
It's weird that he's just. It's just another thing. Why are you so angry at bloody Bruce Wayne for something that his parents did? I hate those. Oh no, because Bruce did say it, didn't he?
Mm.
Did Bruce say it? I think
No,
the
they were just
parents
saying,
said
"Oh,
it.
you were rich, where I lost everything. Your
Yeah,
parents
but,
died, but you had."
Everyone
But no,
felt
but
sorry
they
for the
were-
billionaire orphan.
No, but the
Mm.
Waynes were going to donate to that feud.
They were starting up a
The
renewal
funeral.
fund.
Yeah, but
$1
then they
billion.
didn't end up doing it because they got killed.
No, they did it, but the crime people took over it, and none of the money went to the kids.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then they did the fake drug bust and whatever, pretended.
Yeah, and then that's how they.
Yeah.
Got money. Okay.
Money,
Yeah.
money.
I mean,
So I thought he was going to be the son of the reporter that Falcone killed.
okay.
Do you know they paid him to threaten the reporter and end up killing him? I thought the Riddler was going to be the son
Ah.
of him, and then all this was going every coincidence under the book.
Yeah, but I mean, the Riddler's just insane, isn't it? I mean, that's what you find.
Did
Go
you
on.
did you
Oh.
see? No crackpot. Did you
Yeah.
see the what coming with the Riddler not revealing who Batman was? Like him actually not knowing that Bruce Wayne was Batman. Did you see that coming?
What?
I thought he did know.
No, he didn't know. That was the thing.
How did he work it out? He kept
He-
saying it.
I
No,
thought he did know.
he didn't know.
God.
He just
Oh.
kept saying Bruce Wayne, and he's like, Bruce Wayne is who to blame, and then you've been working with me because fuck Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, because
Sort of thing.
I know he thinks the Batman's the accomplice, and what he did, he thinks he's one of his on
Yeah.
his side kind of deal. But,
Yeah.
Huh.
But he doesn't realize that.
Oh, I thought
he's
he
Bruce
did know.
Wayne.
That's why he kept saying it.
Yeah, that's.
Right.
I think that's what they try to do.
Oh,
But then
okay.
that's because when Batman realizes that Riddler doesn't know who Bruce Wayne, that Bruce Wayne is Batman,
Hmm.
that's when he steps forward into the light, and it's like, huh?
Because I was also thinking if he does know, he could just tell everyone. And why wouldn't he just start
And
doing
it's being
that?
recorded as well.
Yeah,
the
like,
interaction.
Weird.
But that looks like a little setup for Arkham Asylum. Now the Riddler's in there, and that dumb Joker little
Hmm. What do you
part that I
mean?
hated.
What do you mean set up for Arkham Asylum? Just for the Arkham Asylum to be in it? I thought you.
Yeah, now Riddler's in there, and they said he has a redemption arc, so maybe they're going to take over, and there's a bunch more villains in there.
I'm cool with that. Anything with Arkham Asylum's always cool.
And that little boy becomes little Robin.
God.
They showed him so many times,
did
and
a
he's got a
lot.
little ninja sword at the start.
Does he? Oh, yes, right. What? No. Yeah, okay. But they're not in the circus, though.
True.
I don't get it.
Oh, no.
Could be a
Okay.
different Robin.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. No, okay. Fair enough. Oh, what I was going to say before, because we were doing the do thing, the flashes on guns. I bet you like that, right? And the sound of guns. Like the way
Sure.
that
The
they
sound
were.
of everything, though, was
Yeah,
good.
but I mean-
so raw.
Like they did that. What do you mean, sure? This is like your thing. Is
I did.
You get
Where are you
hard as
going
fuck
with
for
it? Is
it.
that just this?
like, I
Like
just.
the little Uzis and stuff flashing in the hallway. Going,
Yeah, you're seeing like gun
Oh,
flashing.
with that fight scene.
With a lot
Or
of them.
like-
There was one
it's been
where.
very specific over here.
Yeah,
No.
isn't
that's
it?
alright. I'm just saying, like, in general, fucking hell.
Sure. Yeah, I love flashes.
You're like, yeah, but like they did it in this. Like they were very the cinematography.
there was a few points where I was like, they're aiming at the camera a lot and
but
giving
they're
recent
also.
things.
It's just so much more
Yeah.
realistic, I guess, with the flashing and then being. Look, they did the dark scene, right? And the only thing you could see is every time the gun was
that
shot,
was
and it was
that was
flashing.
really cool.
All right, fucking hell, how hard
Okay,
is it
there
to
you
get
go.
something out of him?
You
Jesus
said the
Christ.
gun and the flashing, and
Oh,
I'm like,
mate.
I
It was
don't know.
pretty
like,
obvious where I was
The
going with
muzzle
that.
flashing
Yeah,
and stuff.
that-
He's saying.
Fucking hell.
I love muzzle flash, man.
Yeah, oh, I seen a muzzle flash the other day.
I'm a muzzle.
Yeah. All right.
Anyways,
Anything else to add?
after credits scene was fucking shit. Was there a
Mm.
website that flashed up like?
Yeah, the rat thing you said.
What? Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was going to be actually something good.
No, that hints towards something in the sequel. I
Okay.
can't remember what.
Rat dalla rata rata.
That's all I wrote.
Mm.
Yeah. The Batman.
Goodbye.
Just to
Um,
overstate its welcome, but I loved how they made it. I just still that last part is the only thing. That
3 hours is long.
It was 3 hours.
yeah.
Well, it was 2 hours 50.
He should have died when he cut the cord.
I
and he
think
fell
I
into the water.
checked the time halfway through, just because I was curious. But there was also, I just feel like there was a lot of dull bits in certain areas. Even Alfred's speech when he was upset and all that. I was like, this is going for a while.
Well, that's the part, like, when they skip the dinner. This is another part I wouldn't mind. Just being quick.
Yeah.
Oh, he zips down, looks at Alfred through the window, and he's like, hand out,
And then
tears,
yeah.
the makeup running.
Yeah.
How he puts a little black makeup around his eyes.
But they do that. So you've got the whole Falcone speech, and then his side, and then you've got the, like, pretty much straight away is the Alfred one.
Yeah.
Like, so that scene's even longer.
Two long speech scenes like
Yeah.
that, back to back, probably would have chucked in, like, I don't know, maybe Batman fought someone in between for some reason, and then just like
The nurse comes in and goes,
yeah, and he fucks her up. Then beats her. And then, Batman. Does he kill anyone? When we watched the trailer,
he definitely
our
hurts.
great review that we did when we watched the trailer that everyone liked. I think we suggested something about Batman almost killing.
That was for that opening scene where he beats the shit out of those painted guys.
yeah. Maybe I guess he doesn't. I mean,
just redesign their faces.
I mean, some people may have died from their injuries, but he didn't kill them.
Yeah, years after though.
Yeah,
Even weeks.
years,
even
hours.
hours.
Then and there.
Yeah. Well, it's like
Some
the
say those
concrete
other
killed
guys,
him.
those guys are still hanging from that bloody stadium thing going. Hanging out.
Some just would rather be. Those people they clip themselves on because if they hadn't, I reckon people. They died when Batman threw them,
Yeah.
so that's why they did the clip thing.
Okay.
They're all hanging there.
So, and you would have noticed the guy
Would
that
I have?
the guy that he beat the shit out of was the guy that was in the church. The guy with the cut up face. So, and he was like, "These rich bastards, they should all die," or whatever he said.
Oh, yeah, I didn't
in the
notice
church.
that.
Yeah, so that was the same guy. The same guy.
Yeah, the one. That's
The
what
one that he
his
beat up,
reveal.
yeah.
But his face was so messed up.
Yeah, that's
it was
why I wouldn't be
already
able to
messed
tell.
up.
Yeah, all nice. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Look, I get it.
He
Cops
gets
are all
it.
corrupt, and Jim
That's
will change all that.
He better.
Go on,
The-
Jim Jam.
I
The
thought Jim was
Vengeance
going to be
2.
corrupt. Like,
That would have been a fucking.
he's hated
That would have
one.
been a curveball.
Yeah.
That would have been a good detective one. That was one I would have liked it, but
He's
hated
like,
it.
my name's not Jim.
Yeah,
It's Wally.
Wally.
Yeah, no, it's Bane.
Oh
With-
shit! I
with
knew he
the-
was Bane.
With like the whole investigating thing, when they got the pictures, the first pictures of like the Russian chick and the mayor, don't you reckon they would have gone? Where did they get these pictures from?
It was you that said this to me.
No, it wasn't.
No, you've. Okay, keep going. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, no. Like, why wouldn't they go? Where did these pictures taken from and gone? It's probably that window that's just there.
You have said this to me because
Oh, I
I
didn't
said
even
this to
think of
someone
that.
today.
I couldn't have because
I've seen.
I saw it last night.
Fuck, it wasn't you. Someone else has said that to me. Then
I
The
didn't
same
even
thing,
consider
yeah.
that it went over my head the fact that he knows all that
Yeah.
information
Yeah.
because he's looking at
Because
the
he lives
club.
above the club.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's also. I mean, Batman's so smart. He works out all these riddles. Doesn't know where a fucking picture came from. Idiot. I also never thought of it either. But someone mentioned it to me. I thought it was you. I guess it wasn't. I couldn't.
It wasn't me.
So someone else noticed it.
Someone else
and
is
you,
smart.
Batman didn't.
Mm.
Batman, dumb idiot.
Also,
Too many
the-
concussion.
With the Riddler part, did he want to be caught when he was making the coffee?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Okay,
Just
love that smile.
no question about it.
Cough. Question. Is that the Joker?
Shut the front
Do you
door.
want to go into a rating?
Yeah.
8.
Just fucking
Okay.
at you.
I'm still going 9.
Wow. And I'll
Oh.
put Bryce right in the middle, and I'll say 7.
Oh,
Okay. So
7, 8, 9.
I don't want you to compare it because you like the Dark Knight movies, right?
Yeah.
Like these some of your favorite movies. Would you put this one up there with them,
Yeah.
or would you like? Would
I
you?
like this Batman better.
Okay.
But I like the villains better and
Yeah.
all the. But they're each their own thing.
Well,
Like, I
Yeah,
don't know if
that's true.
if I was to pick, I obviously like the trilogy better than this one. But I like where this is going.
different villains as well. So you can't
Yeah.
even compare like the villain thing.
It seems like the kind of Riddler that they could do in that universe. This is
Oh,
what
yeah,
he would
yeah.
be. And you think of, I don't know how grounded they're gonna stay. Like, was there anything in this that was really like supernatural?
Just the way that the trucks fell for Batman to burst through the flames in his car.
Not
I think
really,
you're
that's-
talking about the epic landing with the ski suit.
Oh yeah. That was cool seeing him without the cape though. When he ran off and he's like,
Yeah,
"Oh
it was.
fuck."
I do like to say the
Son
thing
of
that
a bitch.
he's not going to be perfect every time, right?
Yeah.
He's
That's
gonna-
what I didn't get. It's like it looked like he could have cleared that bridge, but he went, "I'm gonna go
Yeah.
where this bus is, where the bridge is, and I'm gonna let my chute go." And then just
Reminds me of
He's got
Arkham
fucked
City
up.
when you had to do that fucking big dive thing.
Oh
through the
yeah.
thing, and I used to fail every time.
Well, that would be cool now if they were to go on do the Arkham Asylum thing, and then the final movie, now that it's flooded, is they take over.
But is
City.
it still going to be flooded?
I don't know.
Like the next one,
I
are
mean,
they
it's
just
not
going to
flooded
be?
now
What do you mean?
How do you know?
because they were
What'd you
they were
make the
driving
movie?
through.
Oh, were there? That could be the
Yeah.
other side of town.
Curfew was on, bro. They're not
Oh,
allowed to be
yeah.
out.
I
Right?
was sleeping
The
at
whole
that
movie
point.
took place over like 6 or 7 days.
Yeah, it wasn't very long. I forgot to wrote that down.
The other thing I was gonna put in a note for before Batman reminded me of like I don't know, like a horror movie thing where he just keeps coming. It doesn't matter what you do, he stands up and he's coming for you again.
Yeah, they did a
He
lot
just
of
keeps walking at you slowly to beat the shit out of you. Like, stop.
that's what I was saying about them shooting at him. Why is that? You got to speed up a bit, bro, because you're gonna get shot in the face by accident at least
Yeah.
one time.
Yeah. And if they knock you
it's
out or they
gonna-
put you on the floor, they can quickly put the
Yeah.
gun
They
in
could
your
put the
mouth.
shotgun to your head and then they could never pull the trigger.
Slowly.
I'm
Yeah.
fine with him not having a thing over his mouth. I just think that he needs to also be wary of maybe putting something in front of his face every now and then when someone's shooting at him
Yeah.
instead of just copping it.
Oh yeah, that is his thing, doesn't he? Covers
Yeah,
it.
he used to do it with like, at least.
Yeah, but he's starting out. He needs to be hit in the mouth once to
Oh,
realize.
jeez.
Also, like now that you say that, when he has it, someone's gonna punch him. They're gonna punch his jaw.
Yeah,
They're not gonna punch like a
yeah.
cover.
It's a massive. No wonder he's fucked.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a handsome man.
Gorgeous boy.
Bro,
All right.
George.
Is that it?
Yeah,
Done? All right.
we covered everything, so
Yeah.
there's nothing.
Did
else.
we say cunt?
We said Bryce.
I haven't even said goodbye yet.
Is Bryce close
Oh.
enough?
Yeah, I mean it's the same thing, really.
Thanks for listening
It's
and
Bryce close
or
enough.
watching.
Yeah.
Let us know what your thoughts were on the movie and give us your rating. If you think one of our opinions are dumb, Kieran's,
Probably
tell us.
mine. Probably mine.
Jason.
Well,
Yeah.
because I disagree with a lot of people.
No, it's a lot of mixed reaction. So
Yeah, I
you
don't
might
know.
have
it's fine.
the hate mob might be agreeing with you.
No,
I
maybe.
meant the fan base. the hate
the people
mob.
that are wrong might be with you.
I
So
just
Batman
said go
fan.
see the movie. It's
Yeah, go
fine.
see it. It's good.
It's
Um,
fun. I want to see it again, but like
in
a edited down version.
like a half an hour episodes.
This could have been a TV.
Yeah,
series.
no, it could have.
I
Yeah.
was thinking that.
Mm.
Leave that in. That's my. I just spat everywhere. Now take.
All right. Thanks for bye. Thanks for being joining and
Fuck.
bye. See you in the next episode.
So-
That was smooth, wasn't it?
Did you like that, Jay?
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah.